How's it going, people? Welcome to the stream. Welcome, and oh bloody hell. Oh bloody hell. Let me just start things off with the fact that, well, get this bum out of my club. Get Arteta out of this club. That's about it. That's where it's gonna start. Genuinely, get Arteta out. Get everyone else pretty much out if there's a possibility. And I'm gonna tell this right now. If you are super top gooner and stuff like that, this stream probably, and not just probably, most definitely is not for you, because that was pathetic. Pathetic, embarrassing, shambolic, and not gonna lie, we would still playing now and we would still have scored. It is utter trash, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't know where to kick things off here. But first things first, if you're new around here, like, subscribe, share the stream around and video around. If you're watching this as a playback, leave your comments down below. I'm also answering to every single comment. But ultimately, yeah, like the thing, and hopefully it spreads the word around. But ultimately, what was that utter trash I just watched? Genuinely, I'm kind of happy that I'm streaming 2 hours after the game has finished, because even though I'm saving, I'm just annoyed, I'm angry, I'm disappointed, I'm pissed, and more many adjectives. I'm kind of in a better mood than I was then, because if it was then, it would be genuinely sack everyone. I'm not gonna lie. But ultimately, yeah, Arsenal are out of FA Cup. That's about it. There's nothing much to say about that. Arsenal are out of the FA Cup in a very pathetic fashion, to say the least. Big up Marlon. Marlon's already here and he is not happy. The disgraced performance for him and the whole team, exactly. And this is now not alone just on Arteta. It's also on players partially, let's be real. And also, it's also on Cronkies. Let's not kid around ourselves. Havertz, yep. Havertz was so awful. So goddamn awful today. He had 3 chances to score from game. He didn't score any of them. 2 were pretty much an empty net. And he shot them over the bar pretty much. The third chance he had, legitimately, 2 yards out and he skies it. The second chance near goalkeeper's box, he just didn't even hit the target from 5 yards out. Man, I was about to throw my monitor, throw my TV out the goddamn window, to say the least, when I was Havertz playing. And to top it all off, he misses the bloody penalty. And on that penalty, we are going out of the FA Cup. Dude, it's like with Havertz, it wasn't even 10 against 11. It was 10 versus 10. It was like pretty much might not have him on the pitch. And people are still telling me that we don't need a striker. We don't need a striker? Did you see this shit performance today? Odegaard as well. He didn't score the penalty in the time it mattered the most. And on top of that, when he did the run-up, he actually looked at the corner where he's gonna put the ball. Obviously, Bayondir was looking at the player, not at the ball. So he saw that. He jumped to that direction and bang, he saved it. And that goal would have won us the game, probably. That's our captain. More snot in here than passes completed during this game. Arm waves. Expected arm wave. If you like XG, you can have XA, expected arm waves, and everything. Why Smith Rowe was sold because Arteta wasn't giving him enough game time. Straightforward, and that was only because Odegaard is his love child, pretty much. That's about it. Ketia as well, and everything can't even put the ball in empty net. Exactly. Go back to Chelsea and get the. They're not taking him back. Probably, you know how this deal went. Arsenal rang up Chelsea, said, well, we would like to have Havertz, right? The sporting manager, the financial part, everything was saying, well, we will value him around, and in that moment, as they were going to say 30 million, instantly, Edu and Arteta was saying, well, we're going to give you 65 million. How does that sound? Seems fair, right? And they just couldn't get over the luck they had to just to get him. Even at Sylvian, yeah, pretty much. Big up Pepper in the chat, big up my guys, sack this manager tonight in the dressing room. He shouldn't return to Colney, to Realty Center, whatever it's called. He should not be at the club. Sack Arteta, sack Garlic, sack Lewis, sack Windadog, sack everyone. Give Airpod Albert the job. He has more experience as the manager than this bum has. 6'5" and nothing to sweeten. Yeah. Sack him right now. Bro, sold Nketiah Smith Rowe for a shit. Exactly. We had a chance to sign Isak. By the way. 3 years ago. 70 million from Real Sociedad at the time. We didn't sign Isak because Arsenal thought The price they were asking, 70 million release clause and all that, was way over the value of the player. What we did instead, we gave Eddie Nketiah 100 grand a week contract, and we gave Reece Nelson 100 grand a week contract. See how that's working out. Now we're gonna have to, if we actually gonna sign a striker, if we're gonna sign Isak, we will have to go pay 150 million for him, 2 times the value now. Money well spent after the 800 million you have literally pissed down the wind. Because the most influential players we have at the club, you could argue, are the ones that have already been here since Arteta arrived, Saliba and Saka. Those two are the main ones. Let's be real. Things are gonna get so toxic now. It's going back to the late Wenger days. It's not being nice an Arsenal fan in times like this. Yeah, it's like Darwin said. Evolution happens in a spiral. It repeats itself after a certain time. And we are right where we were. People gonna start punching each other up in the stadiums. There will be airplanes over Emirates or wherever with Arteta out. Let's be real. I wonder what Top Gunners are saying today. I'm trying to avoid the social media so I don't have to read the crap, their excuses of something like we were robbed, or the grass was too wet, or the ball was too oval shaped, or stuff like that. Maybe when the dog had put a dookie somewhere on the pitch and someone slipped and that's why they missed, or something like that. It's actually an utter disgrace. I'm not gonna lie. And to be honest, we play Spurs on Wednesday. Imagine what happens if we lose that game. Can you imagine? Jesus injured again, yep, and he got stretched off, let's be real. So he has, it looks like another knee injury, by the way. It looks like he could be out with another knee injury. On top of that, according to reports, and everything, I'm gonna find you this, I'm gonna find you this one. Where is it? Jurrien Timber was holding his hamstring and limping before signaling to the Arsenal bench that he needed to come off. So basically that means not just Jesus is injured, but also Timber is injured. Pepper is saying Jorginho is also injured. And to top it all off, before the game, I read Calafiori is injured again. Muscular injury this time. Like, am I like in like a parallel universe all of a sudden or what? Oh no, I'm not. This is just the incompetence of Arsenal board and Arteta and everyone else for not spending 800 million properly, getting proper backups, getting proper players and proper staff. Let's be real. No way other. And then there Arteta has the nerve to come out in interviews and say, well, we don't have enough players, we don't have quality in the players, I need more money. If you're a businessman, which Kroenkes are, let's be real, they're businessmen at the end of the day. And they gonna turn to Arteta and say, listen, dumbass, we have given you 800 million. Time to deliver. And what have you delivered? Nothing. Literally nothing. They have delivered legitimately nothing. Exactly, they need to step up and make the executive decision. 45 million, piss off Arteta, have fun in CF Cadiz in Spain, and have fun times there. Big up Nathan in the chat, big up my guy. Fucking disgrace. Yep, the fan base is the biggest problem, as they are the ones that are keeping Arteta in the job. The moment they turn as a majority of fans empty the stadium, Kroenkes will act. And that is the case. Because, let's be real, it's no secret that Arsenal social media staff are on YouTube. They are sitting here, they are watching what we put out here, and obviously they look maybe at some, like, they don't look at me because I'm a nobody, let's be real, but they look at Lee Gunner, Northside, Igal, Dan Potts, Lee Judges, AFTV, and all these people, right? Troops, Curtis Shaw, and everyone else, right? And let's be real, some of them call out for his head, but there are also a big part still that say, give Arteta money, he's good at the job. And let's be real, as long as there will be, at worst, 50-50 split, they will go in the direction which means keeping Arteta, because Arteta is shield for Kroenkes. And that is the worst part. If Fanbase could get unified, and I'm not just saying all, I was saying a majority, like 65-70%, all of a sudden, strike at the Emirates, everyone says Arteta out on social media, maybe then they will act. But until that happens, none of that will happen. We will never see that happening. Unless Kroenkes, Josh, and Stan grow some balls and actually do what's best for business at the end of the day. Best for business. And at the end of the day, the best for business at this stage is Arteta to get out of the club. But we still want, we won't. Let's not get ourselves. Well, we will maybe sign a striker. Rashford is on a loan in 31st of January. Don't forget that still. Yeah, everyone's injured. The injury crisis. Yeah, it's all like, how did we know? Like it's like we are psychic. We have ESP or something. No, we don't. We just seen this unfold for the last 5 years. How we have spent money. We have seen it before. To some extent, but not to this extent, but we have seen it a bit before. But we have seen this over the years. We have seen it happen to other clubs as well, and we can call it. We have seen this. It's like the other clubs haven't seen it whatsoever. Like, what are we doing here? Seriously. Big up Arsenal Manic. Arteta is great at knocking out us of every cup season. Wenger delivered us multiple Premier League and FA Cup titles in the same number of years. Exactly. And that was a time when everyone said, we don't have the money. We had money back then as well. We just didn't spend it. Now we have spent the money and he still cannot deliver. So at the end of the day, it is actually not the money spending. It's actually the coach, the manager, everything. Because after 800 million, you need to deliver something. Because he won the cup with not his team. It was Emery's and Wenger's team. He absolutely dismantled it, bought his own players in, and cannot win anything anymore. He's looking worse by game. Like, that's not serious club mentality. Look at what Man City are doing. Man City are only 6 points behind us. 6. And they are about to spend 200 million in January to sign players they need. A midfielder, a striker, a defender, and another midfielder. And then they're gonna go, and don't be surprised that by February 3rd or 4th or whatever, whenever we play them after January window, we will be on the same points as them. Don't be surprised. Genuinely don't be surprised. We have to play Spurs now, and we have to play Villa now. Do you think I have any belief and trust in this team that they're gonna win against them? No, I don't. After watching this crap on every single game, I have no trust in them whatsoever. No trust in them whatsoever. Exactly. Even Wenger, in his regressive years as manager, delivered us the FA Cup almost. Exactly. In the last 5 years at Arsenal, in his latter years, right, in his twilight, he still delivered 3 cups in 5 years. He got 3 top 4s, 1 5th and 1 6th, I think. But he got sacked solely as soon as we dropped out of top 4. What is going on with them? Always injured. Yeah, and that's because they're overplayed. They don't have stamina, fitness, everything, because they have to play every single game. Timber is playing every single game. Saliba is playing every single game. Gabriel is playing every single game. We are just lucky that those two haven't gotten injured yet. Knock on wood and all that stuff. Because once they get injured, if they get injured, right? We might as well finish in top 10 at best. Because for me personally, when I look at this Arsenal team as a whole, if you take out Saka, Gabriel, and Saliba, those 3 players alone, we are at best top 10 side. We will finish 8th or 9th in the table if you take those 3 players out of our team. That's how it is. Exactly. He should walk right now. 2019 to 2025, $1 billion spent, nothing to show for it. Exactly, $1 billion. Yeah, in dollars that could be close to that, definitely. Nothing to show for it. Everybody hit the like. Exactly, big up Arsenal Manic. Everybody hit the like button and subscribe. Subscribe, help the man out. Big up, my guy, big up. Why was Jesus even in our box to get injured? He was defending, he was doing the defensive job. And by the way, that was also a foul on Bruno Fernandes. And people are complaining that the ref was against us. No, he wasn't. At the end of the day, yes, what's its face? The law got 2 yellows, he got a red card. Ugarte could have gotten a yellow or a red card. But ultimately, he was for Arsenal to win at the end of the day. Because the calls we were getting, almost nothing was getting called for United. Almost everything was called for Arsenal. That penalty as well. People say it was a penalty. Yes, it could have been. It's a 50-50. Another ref probably doesn't give it. Let's be real at the end of the day, right? But still, the football gods exist. Odegaard missed the penalty. Odegaard missed the penalty. And then I have to watch this 29 donkey tranquilized moron miss from 2 yards out, hits it over the bar. By the way, he handballed the ball when he got that chance. But there's no VAR. We actually, for a change, could have gotten away with it. But he decided to spunk it over the bar. Big up JJ. We are liking the fight, losing intensity, no creative from other attackers, always off when Saka is not on the pitch, lacking composure, so stressing to be... Yeah, it's pain to watch Arsenal. And it doesn't look like the players, as soon as we conceded a goal, they shifted into 6th gear. It's like they were playing in the 2nd or 3rd gear. And until we conceded, they would keep playing like this. After that, instantly, whang, 6th gear, we have to score. How comes you don't play like that instantly? We would have done the game by halftime. What are we doing here? What genuinely are we doing here? And now I'm sitting here with the news that Calafiori has a muscle injury, Jesus is injured, Timber has an injury, hamstring apparently, he came off with hamstring, he was holding his hamstring, Jorginho is injured, obviously Saka is out, Tomiyasu, God knows when he will be back, and all these players injured. And I'm thinking about the game on Wednesday, right? And I have no goddamn idea how we're gonna look. Partey at right back once again? Midfield of Rice, Merino, Odegaard, and nobody on the bench, by the way, then. Actually, if you think about it, we will have nobody on the bench. We will have to sub on Max Doman even cannot play in Premier League. We will have to sub on I don't know even who. We will have to play the whole 11 for the full 90 pretty much. We've got Spurs on Wednesday. Exactly. And after Spurs, we have Villa. We have Emery and Aston Villa. Big up TK. Exactly. We told them they didn't want to listen. And now we're paying the price. Yep. I'm still fuming as well. I'm kind of lost for words. I'm just speaking right now what is coming out. Because I'm kind of not controlling what I'm saying. So if I say something outrageous, take it with some grain of salt. We are in a big turmoil. Exactly. Big up Nagagunner. Big up. How many times? And we are balling every single thing. Every single thing. Look at this. Look at this. Where is it? Here it is. Arsenal in the FA Cup since winning it in 2020. 4th round exit, 3rd round exit, 4th round exit, 3rd round exit, 3rd round exit. Like I guess if you cannot cry, you laugh, but come on, man. Talk about the captain missing a penalty. He's the captain. He only thing he can captain is his arm waves, nothing more. He should be stripped of the captaincy. He is not a real captain, let's be real. Oh, but he gets goosebumps when he hears North London forever. Shut it down. Shut it the fuck down. Yeah, Arteta should resign and KSC should leave too as well. True, but obviously KSC won't leave. Bigger chance that Arteta leaves. Will it happen? Most likely, no. Second option. Arteta leaves the club, or if Arteta is staying, the board put the money and sign a center forward. Well, basically, it's double-edged sword. If Arteta stays, they have to give him money, right? But if Arteta stays if Arteta has to go, he shouldn't get any money whatsoever. At the same time, it's not fair on the players. Yes, the performances are on them to some extent. At the same time, you cannot punish our players for the fact that Arteta is a ball job at the end of the day. We cannot do that he hasn't recruited properly, he hasn't trained anyone properly and everything. He hasn't developed players over the 5 years. Because for me personally, I would sack Mikel Arteta, not give him any money, get a new manager in and give him that money. And see what he does at the end of the day. Because at the moment, giving Arteta money, to some extent, is the worst thing we can do at this stage. Because that means he will sign players, there will be more excuses because players need time, they need to adjust, Arteta needs to coach them properly and everything. And the worst part also is that, will we sign a striker? Because Arteta has never coached a striker properly. We had 2 strikers who were banging under Emery, and he decided to play them left wing back as number 6, aka like a threat, and Aubameyang. I have no trust in that as well. How can you ask Jorginho to play 100? Exactly. Like, dude, that's the thing. Jorginho is not Pepe. Pepe played two full games and everything against Arsenal and pocketed us to every single step of the way for Porto last year in Champions League. Jorginho is not it. I already, when I saw the starting 11 and saw that we have midfield of Jorginho, of Merino, and Odegaard, first thought was, we are not winning this game. And in the preview yesterday, I said, either we're gonna win this 2-1, like proper, 3-2 I think I said, like proper club, like we're gonna score but we're gonna concede as well, or that was my Arsenal heart speaking, but I went with my head to the other prediction, was we're gonna lose this 2-1 on penalties. Fast forward 24 hours, we have lost this 2-1 on penalties. Exactly. Like, we don't have a striker. What is stopping you to put Oyedeji at striker? Is he worse than Havertz? Doesn't look that way. Give him a chance. Why not? Our wingers are shit. Put Kabi on the right wing or left wing. See what he does. Why not? You have the opportunities. Let's be real. Because there's 99% chance if Arteta stays, those two will get binned as the youth projects because they don't work for Arsenal, they don't work for Arteta's system, or they're not good enough. Just give them a chance, test them out, see what works. What's the point calling them up to the bench, put them on the bench, and they never kick off the ball in the game whatsoever? Give them at least a chance, different dimension, different options. Which captain that shithouse isn't a captain? He's... Exactly. We need to promote a striker from the academy and drop Havertz. That's the thing. We don't actually have a proper striker in the academy. I think the only one is Oyedeji. Because we have binned them all. Genuinely, we have binned them all. We have binned all. Where is Arsenal under 21s? Arsenal under 21 squad. Attackers. See, we have Oyedeji and Keon Edwards. 2 at strikers. We can take one of them. Let's be real. There's nobody else to take. One of them we can easily take at Arsenal. See what happens. See, just risk it for the biscuit. Because you're not going to be worse than Havertz or Jesus, let's be real. By the way, speedy recovery to Jesus again. Yep, it's painful looking and supporting this. Yep. And it's been like that for the last, 18 years, let's put it that way. Or play Martinelli up top. Yeah. Although he's always offside, so... Bit of an iffy one. Just bring in all the... all of them, not sure. Play under 21s for the Spurs, all I care. This season's finished. That's the thing. It's Spurs. Nope. We need to win. Against Spurs, okay. If we lose to I don't know, Everton, right? Okay, cool. Against Spurs, it's a bit different, though. Merino doesn't get even 1 out of 10. He gets a negative 10 out of 10. We have Nathan, Butler, Kabia. Yeah, exactly. We have Kabia for wing. We have Oyedeji. We have Edwards to play at striker. Why we don't do that? Like, test it. What's gonna happen? You didn't want to give a chance to Mika Biereth. You didn't want to give a chance to Florian Balogun. You didn't want to give a chance to Chidobe Martin. They all fucked off from the club because you were incompetent. You gave 100 bags a week to Eddie Nketiah for the sakes. That's why they did it. And that's it. We don't have a striker now, a proper one. We need a better sporting director. We still don't have... Yeah, no, we do, technically. We have an interim, Jason Ato, Edu's notepad, who, by the way, has done nothing at the clubs for now, right, as we know this. And he is apparently the favorite to become permanent sporting director. Make it make sense. Havertz doesn't get even a 0. There is obviously we can go in negative numbers. Havertz gets minus 10,000 out of 100 for today's performance. Yeah, exactly. You would think that Merino, when he was at Newcastle, would have realized how it is to play in Premier League. Yes, he was, 21, 22 at the time. He went to Borussia Dortmund, then he went to Spain for Real Sociedad. You would think that over the last 5, 6, 7 years, he would have grown, gotten more experienced and better. But he looks the same as he looked at Newcastle. That's the big thing. He wasn't working for Newcastle. He's not working for Arsenal anymore. We need some damn young mid... We need a lot, to say the least. We have technically Max Daumann. We could play him against Spurs, see what happens, but it's Spurs, so it's a bit different. Oh, all of them were shit. Genuinely. Arteta has reached his ceiling on massively as well. Because I kind of don't believe that if Arteta reached the ceiling with 800 million. The question is, could he reach something like this if he had, let's just say, half of that? Or 1/3 of that? Let's just say if he had only 400 or 250 over these years. For example, he's coaching team like Valencia or Sevilla or Celta Vigo or someone like that, right, in Spain. They don't have these budgets. They have maybe 20, 40 million max. Can he achieve these things with those budgets? That is the big thing. Does he only need money to achieve something? Who knows? Did anyone see the Hollywood pass that Odegaard played to Martinelli, which sent him down a blind alley, and then the look of disgust that Martinelli had on his face? Yep. And did you notice that as soon as Tierney came on, he had this much of a gap to put in a cross, and he put in exquisite cross, but of course nobody was in the box at the end of the cross. If it was Haaland there, if there was Morata, Dovbyk, even Edin Dzeko or someone like that up there, Aritzaduris for the old guys here, obviously, Soldado, Llorente from Athletic Bilbao. If there were those type of strikers who are actually poachers in the box, that's 1-0 right there. Oh, 2-1 at the time. 2-1 right there. Odegaard is awful. Awful. Havertz is a... Martinelli needs better support servicing, man. He'll play under... That's the thing. Martinelli, in my opinion, will play better under a different manager, given the fact that that manager is attacking. Because we play defensive style now all of a sudden, and that doesn't suit Martinelli when. Did you notice that we have played attacking football, proper attacking football, once in 5 years, 22-23 season, and Martinelli was thriving in that environment. It's no wonder that Jurgen Klopp wanted him at Liverpool to some extent and was praising him, because they play very similar way under Klopp, and he would be thriving like no other in those situations under those in that style. On top of that, was it Arsenal who put this tweet out? I want to check this because I genuinely have forgotten. Oh fuck! Now I need to scroll through this. Where is it? I want to know if it was Arsenal who put it out or who was it. Final touches, El Neni. As a captain, I'm really proud of what the club is doing in the community. I get that. What about character, spirit, relentless? There was a quote. I don't know if it was from Arsenal or who, but they said, "We love the pressure," or something like that. There genuinely was something like that. We love the pressure or something like that. And yeah, we love the pressure. We fold under the pressure all the time. That was the case. I don't want to see Havertz on the pitch. That's the thing. When Arteta signed Havertz, I said this thing. Havertz will be the sword, most likely Arteta will die by. It will be a sword that basically be his own undoing. And he is at the moment, and not at the moment overall, because he tries to shoehorn him into the team every chance he gets, whether it's in number 8, whether it's right wing, whether it's a striker, number 9, wherever, but he tries to shoehorn him into the team, and that is making us worse. Have you noticed that when Havertz was holding the bench and Jesus was playing as a 9, we had at the time, obviously, Saka on one wing, Martinelli on another. We looked much more free-flowing, much more dangerous, there was much more movement in the attack. It's not coincidence. Havertz is genuinely ruining our build-up play. Yeah, get them all out. Get them all out. What are we doing here, man? People need to start speaking. Exactly. I'd wish that players also did the same thing. I wish, for example, Saka stood up and said, you know what? I don't want to stand for this shit anymore. Either we start to play attacking football, or I'm handing in transfer request. Because I cannot deal with this shit. Tracking back after you have spent 300 million on defense, I still have to cover their undoings at the times. Because that would put basically Kroenkes in a situation where you either have to sell Saka, or you have to talk with Arteta and play attacking football, or you have to sack Arteta. And we all know that every single Arsenal fan, no matter how much of a top gunner, whatever you are, Arteta sexual, Arteta only fans, you have shirtless Arteta as a profile picture on your X accounts. I've seen those. They have even tweeted me that I'm a moron and everything. You much rather let Arteta go than let Saka go. Let's be real. Let's be real. The only player that literally up his game, even though we were playing shit, was Martinelli. He looks a bit more sharper. Yeah, Martinelli actually was the one that was most trying overall. But to be honest, you know when your team is in the shit. When Raheem Sterling arguably was man of the match for the game. He was one of your best players on the pitch. Washed up Raheem Sterling, you will see the best of me, was one of your best players in the attack. If not the best player, arguably. Because he got us that penalty to some extent. That alone is screaming we are cooked and done and dusted. Yeah, exactly. Everyone was so bad. Sterling looked insane today. No, that's over-exaggerating, obviously, but you get what I mean. Exactly. We got cooked by Zerkamp. Zerbatov, as United fans call him. The Ivorian Messi, Amad Diallo, Zerkamp, Zerbatov, aka Zergzi. We got cooked by those lot. The Butcher and everyone else. Us balling the signing of Sesko after meeting his 56 million clause, but dude, we are a joke of a club. We are not serious. One of the biggest clubs in England, one of the biggest clubs in the world. Basically a joke. Tierney should start as our left winger, move Martinelli up front, Trossard on the right. To be honest, Tierney, play 3 at the back, put Tierney on as the left mid, as the left wing back, like Inzaghi does, like what's its face, like Xabi Alonso does and stuff like that. Would work to perfection. Even exactly, Maguire looked like prime Maldini. Like, how do you manage to do that? Making Harry Maguire a fridge, a slab head, a guy whose head is so big it covers half the sun. You make him look like prime Maldini. Bro, yeah, exactly. That is the big thing. Shots on target. We got 7 shots on target from 26 shots. United had the same, nearly the same from 3 times the less shots, 4 times even. Like, how embarrassing is that? Like, come on, man. Talk about the captain every corner hit the first man. Dude, don't even get me on that. It was from Arsenal. And the funny part, why is our only left back that needs to invert? Look at Timber at left back, he inverts, and since he's playing right back, he's overlapping. Same was with Tommy invert and exactly. And there was time last season when Zinchenko got injured and we didn't have a left back and we played Kivior as a left back. We inverted with him for about 2-3 games. We didn't work. And the next game after those, for the next 3-4 games, we inverted from the right. Kivior was playing left-sided center back, and we were inverting with Ben White from the right side. That also was a thing at the time. What was yesterday evening? What was yesterday evening? Oh, you mean that tweet? Wait. Let me check. I think he checked this. Yeah, pressure. Wait, pause this. This is what they tweeted. Pressure is a privilege. We are the Arsenal. We fold under pressure every single fucking time we are faced with pressure. What type of pressure is the privilege here? Like, seriously, what the hell are they talking about here? We fold under the pressure every single goddamn time. Pressure is a privilege. Privilege my ass. How about you go and win a trophy, you morons? Big up Curtis Shaw, by the way. Sack him tonight. Arteta out. Get in Zidane. Wouldn't be against that. 100%. That is the big thing. Yeah, Timber, we talk about... Yeah, Havertz missed this position. This was the chance to go 2-1 up. Havertz missed from this position. He skied it over the bar from this position. What are we talking about here? Oh, but we don't need a striker. Kai Havertz is the best one in the world. Yeah, Jesus is out, unfortunately. This was the one. Bromley can score against Newcastle while Arsenal struggle to have a shot at St. James Park. Yes, Newcastle won against Bromley 3-1, I think. Yeah, 3-1 at the St. James Park. But Bromley in one game scored more goals than Arsenal have had shots on target in 2 years at St. James Park. That was just a random thought of the day. Random stuff of the day for today. Just putting it out there. Let's see what else you're saying in the chat. You know what? I'm also want to do the Arteta press conference after the game. I'm kind of so vexed I don't even want to do it to some extent. We might look and laugh at it, but I'm scared I'm gonna smash my screen. If you Odegaard go home to yeah, but let them go and relax. Saka and Wenger. Exactly, Wenger has done better in 2 games until he got injured than most of the players we have. Martinelli will play better with the 3 option. One, he needs a proper target man like Leva, Kane, Benzema. Need an outgoing center mid. Needs an with Xhaka that actually worked to some extent. Need an attacking left back like Theo, Davies, Mendes, Hakimi type, not Kai, dude. Martinelli should just be a striker. Big up Liam. I am done. Get this arrogant control freak of a manager out. Thank you. Big up. Get this damn fool out of the club. Gabriel, the only one that can fucking score. Exactly. Our defense can score goals better than our attack. That alone is a problem itself. Let's be real. If we are relying on set pieces, most of the time the set pieces are scored by our defenders. Our defenders are scoring more goals than our attack. No longer associated with this club until Arteta goes. So which is your new club then till then? Which is your new club till then? Havertz plays like he's a giraffe who's being... Exactly, that's I've been saying since the beginning of the time, pretty much. Bambi on ice, 6'4", can't do anything. Space invader, that's all he does during games. Big up Miko. Yes, we are. I know. We just have to take it. We have to hold that. I assume you're a Manchester United fan if you're putting this in the chat, but let's be real. Or Spurs fan, one of the two. I'm heading out, need to prepare for my cooking. Good luck, have fun and enjoy. Big up. Try not to let Arsenal affect your week too much. Can't believe I was seeing Zergs, they could Gabriel, Merino and all. Yeah. Yarman has called for Mourinho to replace Setsa. I can see that. There's no, well, there is difference. Mourinho is actually a winner. But I can see that. I can generally see that. I want us to... Dude, we can triple Inzaghi's money, and only then he will be on the money Arteta is right now. That's how mad it is. We can give Inzaghi 10, 11 million, and that won't even touch what Arteta is earning right now. Inzaghi at the moment is on 5.5 million at Inter. Arteta is at 15 million at Arsenal. Make it make sense. I actually don't think owners will back him anymore. He's blown. Exactly, and that would be the right solution. Don't give him any money and sack him right now or at the end of the season or whenever. Just don't give him any more money. Get a new proper manager in and give him the money. That's it. Players won't. They're all yes men. They genuinely are all yes men. We don't have egos in the club. And that was what Arteta wanted. Guendouzi, Aubameyang, Ozil as well, if I'm not mistaken, and stuff like players like that. They all went out because Arteta didn't want egos at the club. And that's why he also doesn't sign egos, because then he can't handle them. He can sign only yes men, or he signs people who he needs to rescue their careers, like Havertz, for example, because he knows that those players won't pipe up to him with ego and everything, because they will be thankful to Arteta for saving their careers and all that stuff. I want Inzaghi as well. I'm gonna watch. I'm getting to press conference in a second, because that could be generational madness what we're gonna see there. Genuinely, I have that on already loaded up. Our def is a better technical ability than our exactly. Players need to start calling out Arteta as well. Genuinely need to start calling out Arteta. I have no club law. You know what you can do? You could go out on loan. Let's just say you go out on loan to AC Milan or Juventus or Inter Milan or Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Bayer Leverkusen, etc. You can go out on loan, you know? And then after the season you can come back. Play Saliba, Gabriel duo. Basically, that we could have actually done that. Same thing. Well, Bournemouth is my second club, so I guess then Bournemouth. That's actually not a bad team to support. They're playing better football than Arsenal, let's be real. And to be honest as well, It's unlucky that Evan Nilsson got the injury, right? But ultimately, Semenyo, Kluivert, players like that, they actually have a very decent team, Bournemouth. Yeah, Allegri as well is available. He is available as well. Could maybe do something. Exactly, why we signed Havertz? The big thing is, at the year we signed Havertz, we could have signed anyone. We could have signed Diaby, Moussa Diaby for 40 million, something like that. We could have signed Kudus for 40 million, something like that. But no, we had to sign the German giraffe. At this rate, play Gabriel Saliba, Timber at right wing, Kala play as a cam. Dude, Calafiori doesn't even play. He's injured again. He's not gonna play. He has a muscle injury. That's why he wasn't even on the bench today. I hope it's not the things he said. Play Gabriel and fucking Saliba attack. Get him out now. Yep. Get him out. Don't look back. Pay the 45 million. Sack him right now as he's driving home. Don't care. As a phone call, via SMS, via WhatsApp message, via Messenger, via I don't care through where. Just do it. Even with a carrier pigeon, although that takes a very long time. I don't know, somehow. Or buy him a dog and call him sacked and give him to him. Buy a dog, give him to Arteta and call him sacked. Let him figure out the message. That's it. Dude, I'm gonna read into it. Oh, no. I'm already crying. He's controlling every aspect on the pitch we're doing, and when you look at him on the sidelines, he's like landing airplanes or something like that. Sign language, landing airplanes, all that stuff. Air patrol, and everything. Anyway, I'm literally... Oh, dude, I feel sorry for you. Yeah, for sure. For sure, we can try one day. 100%. Hit me up whenever. 100%. But yeah, have a nice evening, have a nice sleep. And you as well, don't let Arsenal ruin your week. Genuinely don't. We have Spurs on Wednesday. That's already is going to be hell on earth. Anyways, Arteta interview. Let's see what he said. After the game, Mikel Arteta faced the media and was asked about the performance, injuries, the psychological effect, and possibility of transfers. Here's the full transcript. Holy crap, here we go. Yeah, yes, I have X. Well, Twitter. I have Twitter. I use Twitter as well. Same handle as here. I use Twitter. One day, I need to figure out StreamYard. Streamlabs? StreamYard, something like that. StreamYard, I need to put it all together. I need to figure out how I'm gonna do the payments and everything. Then I need to sort out the backgrounds and everything. But then I'm gonna definitely. Dude, 100% there are top gunners that have found excuses. 100% I kid you not. Kid you not, there definitely are people who have found excuses to back this manager still. When I see Arteta, he's gonna be... We need new manager. On the performance. Incredible how we didn't win the game. It is incredible. That's basically, to sum up, the dominance, the superiority in relation to the opposition and everything we did to try to win the game, and that's it. We didn't get what we deserved, clearly, but there's an element about putting the ball in the back of the net. We did it once. With the amount of situations, chances, penalties that we had, we didn't. We go home extremely sad, but I cannot be prouder of my players, the team, individually, collectively, what we have produced on Wednesday night against Newcastle. What did we produce against Newcastle? What the fuck is he on about? Against two top teams, it's incredible. We haven't gotten rewarded, and that's the downside to it. Dude, I don't even want to read further. That one question alone has set me over the edge to some extent. Already has set me over the edge. Fuck me. We did everything against Newcastle to win the game. We did everything against Man United to win the game. Oh my goodness gracious. On picking up the players like Havertz after this defeat. Wait. It's incredible. Yes, it's incredible. That's the reason he's talking about. Exactly. The wrong incredible, probably. To him, to him and to all of them, that I love them, that we all love them individually, and as a team, they are a joy. What this team produces every 3 days is incredible, regardless of what happens. I'm not going to lose sight of that because of our result or two, because we didn't deserve those results. Really? You really think you deserve to win against Newcastle? Really? What we can do, what can we do better? Let's try to do it. It's very difficult to achieve. It's an emotional part. It's something related to confidence as well. But it's very difficult to ask something else from the players. On the incident after the penalty, I comment about my players and my team. What? On whether there is a need for another forward. No. Oh my god, fuck. Just sack him right now. Just. What the hell does that mean? On whether there is need for another forward. No. But I mean, we miss from various ways to different plays, and I understand, guys. But I love but I cannot love our players more. Stop with the lovey-dovey. Score a goal. And I focus very much on those ones that have to perform at the highest level. That's it. The rest is not in our hands, in my hands. On whether there is need for another forward. He says no. Can you actually believe the crap that he has said? He doesn't deserve the fucking... Yeah, that's incredible that he's so delusional that he thinks we actually deserve to win against Newcastle and everything. But the fact that he's saying, do we need a forward, and he says no, holy crap. How about shooting practice? I don't think we do attacking practices in the game. We have defensive, we have midfield, we have corners. I don't think we don't train how to attack and shoot. That's how it feels like. They score in training but can't fucking score. Yeah, to be honest, the highlights from Arsenal training makes Eddie Nketiah look like prime R9, so... We missed certain... Yeah, we did. And to be honest, I kind of think that even with him, we wouldn't have done anything today. They aren't lining up 100 balls and making these players shoot every time. Big up Arsenal 14, by the way, and big up GS Star. He doesn't deserve any money. Exactly, he deserves nothing anymore. Either you sack him right now, get a new manager, and give him the money while there's time to some extent, or you don't give him money, kind of see out the season, sack him then, or sack him now, get a manager, and give him the new manager money in summer. That's it. Don't give Arteta any penny whatsoever. We can't even hit the target. And the fact that he's saying this stuff already pisses me off on whether if there's a need for another forward, and he says no. Oh, fuck me. On Gabriel Jesus, it's a big worry. That's my feeling. He had to come off on the stretcher with a lot of pain, touching his knee. It's not looking good. So he has fucked up his knee once again. Another surgery. Oh, bloody hell. And if it was the same injury as the World Cup, no, I think it's the other one. Oh, he has both knees now messed up. Oh, that's brilliant. The worrying factor is the feeling that he had to come off, and the pain that he was in. Well, that's not looking good. Let's be real, that's not looking good. He said we don't need Yep! He said we don't need a striker, let alone striker. We don't need a forward alone. So basically, at some point, we're gonna see win the dog at striker. At some point. Yep, Odegaard cannot be our captain. Strip him from captaincy. Give it to Gabriel or someone. Just don't give it to Odegaard. Yep. Most likely that was the last time we see Jesus on the pitch. I think he's out till the rest of the season, and he's going to get sold in summer somehow. They play good in training and play like relegation team in matches. Yeah, we make every other team look like prime Barcelona. Maguire today looked like prime Maldini, prime Jaap Stam or someone like that. It's actually wild. Looks like I'm a Bournemouth fan for a while. Arteta's going nowhere. It looks that way. You're going to be a Bournemouth fan at least till the end of the season. But to be honest, Bournemouth play better football than Arsenal currently, so I wouldn't be... it's not that bad of a thing. Gioca finito. Exactly, gioca finito. Yep, literally. In the words of Kroenke, be excited, guys. Exactly, be excited, guys. And in the words of Stan Kroenke, I bought Arsenal not to win trophies. And that's working to a plan to the maximum extent. Only fucking defenders can score goals from it. Exactly. That is the big thing. Edu is cooking. What is he cooking? Edu probably sitting at home with his Cuban cigar on his barbecue and laughing his ass off looking at this shithousery what is happening at Arsenal currently. Since he left Arsenal because Arteta got the increased role, he doesn't know what he needs to do and everything. That is the big thing. Edu probably is laughing his ass off looking at Arteta, how and everything, just come on. Kroenkes need to be slept. Yeah, Kroenkes, Arteta, everyone. That's the thing. Defense FC, Saka FC, and Wenger FC. The big thing is, we are not even that good defensively anymore. The stupid mistakes we have made in the last month, 2 months, it's actually embarrassing for the type of level of defense we have set for ourselves. And to be honest, one-off is a one-off. It can happen, 1 mistake, 2 mistakes. But if it happens consistently, almost every single game for extended period of time, it's something in players, in tactics, it's something else. It cannot be just like random one-off. Wait, I think Edu left because he was fighting with Arteta, who left save his career. Merino is an Arteta signing and not an Edu signing. To be honest, that is the thing. There were reports coming out that Edu left because Arteta got the new contract, 15 mil a year and everything, and Arteta kind of is doing partially what Edu is doing. He kind of has more influence on transfers and everything besides the influence he already had, and it kind of was overstepping boundaries of what Edu should be doing, and Edu felt like he kind of is like our players on the pitch. They're getting boxed in and hamstrung. They have been put handcuffs on them, and he cannot do his job. So basically, he went to Nottingham Forest for Marianakis. He is overseeing 3 clubs. He is a CEO there. He gets triple the salary, and let's see what he does there. But yeah, generally, Edu probably is sitting at his house, smoking his Cuban with some nice ribs or barbecue and everything, and laughing his ass off at what's happening here at Arsenal currently. He's overplaying this massively, and after 800 million spent, you would think you have the backups. But our bench arguably is looking worse than we had under Wenger. Yep, control freak. We won't. That's up to Kroenkes. We're like, we should sell this club to Saudis, Qataris, to someone big that actually cares about football and business. We are lucky we didn't lose the game in normal extra time with the chances. To be honest, we could have won the game. We also could have lost. We had the chance. We couldn't finish them, but ultimately, at the end of the day, it was a shambolic performance no matter what. Exactly. Big up Kwame in the chat. Big up Kwame, my guy. Arteta is not good enough. He must go. Where was Merino today? What does he do? I don't know. He's like Havertz. He's a space invader. That's about it. Havertz, Merino, all these big athletes, 6'4" and all them. The taller they are, the more useless they are, apparently. In other news, Real Madrid are getting their cheeks clapped by Barca. Really? What's the score? Oh, PSG winning 2-0. Napoli winning 1-0. Where is it? Wait. Here we go. Here we go. 5-2. And Barcelona has a red card. Szczesny got a red card. Holy crap. Big up Wojciech. Big up Wojciech Szczesny with a red card. Big up my guy. Yamal scored. Lewandowski, Rafinha, Balde, and Rafinha once again. Mbappe scored. And Rodrigo scored. You know, at this pace, Ancelotti might get sacked as well, by the way. Wouldn't be surprised. Wouldn't be surprised. Havertz, yep. Exactly. They don't have any good forwards as well, and we still got cooked. We had that Nigerian man wanted to buy Arsenal. Yeah, exactly. There was Daniel Ek, the Spotify guy, together with Henry and Bergkamp and everyone. That didn't happen. I would love for Qataris or Saudi come in, see what happens then. Like, for example, they should have bought Arsenal, not Newcastle or someone else. Would have been interesting. But we need to do something to get Kroenkes out. It's not a coincidence that the US, the clubs that have US ownership are the biggest laughing stocks in the league. It's not a coincidence at some level. Even though they're winning at times, doing good, well, besides Spurs, let's be real, still, they are still a bit of a FSG, KSC, Levi, and all them, man. Boss destroying, yeah. 5-2, yeah, 5-2, mad. Szczesny red card. Big up Szczesny. Szczesny is about to win a trophy after coming out of retirement, by the way. Szczesny is gonna win a trophy in less than half a season at Barcelona. Think about that in that way. No number 10s. No number 10s and stuff like that. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Big up Zweni. Big up Sack Arteta now. I don't give a damn. Exactly. Big up. Big up my guy. To be honest, in the attack, I can't blame you. Saka and Wenger, two big ones. Exactly. I also wanted Hansi Flick. I wanted Ancelotti. I wanted Hansi Flick. I wanted all of those guys. They all were available when we signed Emery. When we signed, well, not Emery. When we signed Arteta. When we signed Emery, also Ancelotti was available. I wanted them then. Oh, but what he did do at Everton. Oh, what he did with what's its face, Bayern Munich and everything. 5 years we win. He must go. Exactly. Why do you think no one wants to buy Arsenal? I don't think it's not that they don't want to buy. It's just the fact that you don't see major clubs being bought and sold too often, and it's a very big rarity. Usually it happens if something goes horribly wrong in the world, as in Chelsea's case, or someone just has that urge, someone wants something, basically, at the end of the day. And buying Arsenal currently, that would be about 5 billion type of deal, knowing Kroenkes and how they have made their investments in Arsenal and how the team has, well, technically grown, let's be real, and how good the players are. It would be a 5 billion investment at least. So who is gonna pay that, like, realistically speaking? Yeah, pretty much. Szczesny equaling Arteta trophy after... Exactly, that is the thing. Your choice is Max Allegri. Yeah, I would love Inzaghi, for example. Why don't you think no one takes Arsenal seriously as a big club when you mention Arsenal as a big club, people? Yeah, because we don't win anything. That is the big thing. If we won consistently, something at least, they would actually take us more seriously. Anyways, back to this waffle. On stopping to becoming a psychological problem, but that's the outcome. Obviously, relying on not performing like this and waiting for no one should... I don't want to be on that, blah, blah, blah. On if there's a pressure to win the North London derby. Regardless of if we would have won the last 2 games, it's exciting and looking forward to playing the biggest game of the season for our supporters and what it means to us. Wait a minute. The game is at Emirates? Yeah, the game is at Emirates. Okay, cool. There is something. Dude, we need to... Dude. To some extent, yep. To some extent, that is true as well. On whether this is a damaging week, I understand the point, but it's a remarkable week to understand what we did again today after what happened 3 days ago and what we did 2 of the best teams in the moment right now. It's a remarkable week to understand. And the best part to all of this is 2 of the best teams in the moment right now. Now, seriously, if I ask you right now, I get Newcastle in a very good form, but Manchester United in the moment right now in a very good form? Not even Man United fans think like that. Yes, they got a draw at Anfield, but they don't even think about that like that. Come on, man, what are we doing here? Extremely disappointing. The result, it's a very big understatement. On Odegaard stepping up first during shootout after missing the penalty, the first one that happens when you take responsibility and leadership in a team that can... He missed it. What I loved is that when I asked them, okay, who wants to take it, he was the first one on the sheet because I want to take it. Well, he better fucking do it since he's the captain technically. And that's the players that we want. You're going to have difficult moments, but it's how you respond to them. And he's the captain, he's the leader, and I love that he's done that today again. He needs to stop this incredible and love shit, I'm not gonna lie. On encouraging the supporters in the stadium. I did it before because obviously after the draw it was there, so in the moment that I did it, it's just to make sure that... Expected arm waves, boys, expected arm waves. Where Jesus has gone to hospital? No, he's gone home. Wait, what? Why he hasn't gone to the hospital? I'm sorry, what? Why is he not at the hospital with the injury he has? I'm sorry. What the hell is going on there? Obviously, like, I get it that there's swelling, there's everything. You cannot get a clear image on MRI or CAT scan or whatever PET scan you're doing or whatever. But you would think he's going to hospital. It's even being looked at. I know there's medical staff at Arsenal, some of the best in the world, you would think, but still, why is he at home? That for me is the big question. Why the fuck is he at home? Like, serious talk, why the hell is he at home? Arteta brags about Community Shield. That's not exactly. I'm surprised he doesn't brag about the Dubai Cup and the Emirates Preseason Cup. It's embarrassing being an It is. Charity Shield, yeah. Charity Shield. We are, but the butt of all jokes. Arteta shameless delusional moments every day embarrass Arsenal fans. Charity Shield, the EFL Cup ball. Yeah, exactly. That's actually kind of nuts. Havertz, I knew he... Yeah, everyone knew he was a mistake. The thing is, I knew that he was a mistake. And to some extent, I tried to justify it as well. Because to some extent, I need to do that to kind of try and even convince myself that he's going to work at Arsenal. But ultimately, I've learned my lesson. There's no chance I'm going to justify any more signings. If we sign someone big, I'm going to be gassed. I'm not going to lie. If we sign someone random, I'm going to say, well, give him a few games. Let's see what he does. Because there was, if you recall, if you were there during summer when we signed Raheem Sterling, when we signed Havertz, the year before, I didn't even think I have this channel. But when we signed Raheem Sterling specifically, I did a stream or two about talking about the fact that Raheem Sterling could be useful for Arsenal and Arteta actually could put him to good use. Pause. But in general, he actually could use him properly and he actually could be doing well if he's in a good form. I've learned my lesson. That was the dumbest thing to do. Because there's no chance in hell I ever gonna do that again. Bro, man, you looked so good playing against us. I saw shades of Prime Barca from the time, even when Zirkzee looked awesome about... Yeah, Zirkzee looked like David Villa. I'm not gonna lie. When I was watching Amad Diallo, I thought, oh my god, it's genuinely Ivorian Messi I'm watching at. I was watching... Freaking hell, I was watching Harry Maguire at center back. It was like Prime Puyol at the best of times. Bayindir was like Prime Victor Valdez, man. But Victor Valdez in goal, it was insane. Dalot was the typical right back who gets a red card like Dani Alves tends to do and everything. It was like that, genuinely. And when I watched Bruno Fernandes, it was like reincarnation of Iniesta. You genuinely could not think anything better than that. It was like that, seriously. Probably that's gonna get clipped and put on social media. If someone does that, I'm gonna shank you, I'm not gonna lie. Because people don't grasp the concept of sarcasm and they're gonna think I'm serious, genuinely. That last one, yeah. Why did he go home? That's why I said it. Yeah, genuinely. He was stretched off and he just buggered, yeah, just go home. You know how you coaches, like, you know, when you're a kid, you just fell, you bump your knee or something, and coach just says, well, just walk it off. Basically, that's what they've done to some extent. Havertz should have never been signed. Exactly. We could have signed 65 million for Havertz. Could have bought 10 times better of a player. Robo Arteta making a fool of himself about 100%. 100%. And the madness we are linked with... We are not linked with anyone, that's the worst part. We are linked with some guys, but ultimately, there are no concrete links. There are some rumors just flying around. Yeah, I remember your story. Yeah, that was the one. I've learned my lesson, never gonna do that ever again. Genuinely. All of you have a... Yep. You admit when you got... right. Yeah, manager never. It's been a year and a half and he still tries to shoehorn Havertz into the team. That's generally a sword he's gonna die by, 100%. Bayindir cooked us. Yeah, Bayindir was insane. Couldn't even score a goal in the target. That's the thing. Gabriel took a shot on target and we are lucky that it went in because it was going wide and it ricocheted off De Ligt's foot and it changed direction straight into the bottom corner. If there was no bounce like that, it actually would have gone wide. So ultimately, we could have even lost in the regular time 1-0 the game. There's also a possibility of that could have happened. That's how mad it is. That's how mad it is. Here it is. This is one of those sack Arteta type of tweets. 800 million spent. 1 out of 18 available trophies. It will be 20, I think, by the end of the year. Sixth year in the job, 6 seasons, entire squad overhaul, eliminated from the FA Cup third round for the 4th time in 5 years. Boys and girls, here's the most bad coach in universe for serving up nothing but failure. Look at this. Arteta has managed to win only 1 trophy from 18 attempts. That's actually kind of wild. Lost to Olympiacos on aggregate, FA Cup Chelsea, lost to Man City, lost to Southampton. Southampton, remember those times. Lost to Villarreal on aggregate, finished 25 points behind first in the 2021 season. Lost to Forest in FA Cup, I remember that game. Nuno Tavares was hooked off around 30th minute. Lost to Liverpool in Carabao Cup, and in Premier League finishes 24 points behind first, so 1 point closer. Now, 22-23 season, arguably our best season under Mikel Arteta, you would say. Arsenal, we lost to Brighton in Carabao Cup, we lost to Man City in FA Cup. We lost to Sporting Lisbon on penalties, and we finished 5 points behind first after bowling an 8-point lead in first after leading the league for 93% of the season, which means we were up in the top of the table for about 36 out of 38 games. Something like that. Next season, last season. Carabao Cup, lost to West Ham 3-1. FA Cup, lost to Liverpool's under-20 team because Klopp played only youngsters pretty much in that game, or second-tier players. We lost 2-0 to them at home. By the way, it was a replay. In Champions League, lost to Bayern Munich. Worst Bayern Munich in the last decade, yet arguably that was the best Arsenal team in the last 15 years. We lost to worst Bayern Munich. Arteta has managed to win 1 trophy from 16 attempts, so what Arteta's sexuals say is irrelevant. The fact is Arteta has failed at Arsenal. Last season finished 2 points of first, ultimately lost the title after losing to the former manager at the Emirates. Let that sink in. And that also happened when we went 1-7 in December, the same season. We drew to Fulham at home with 10 men Fulham against, and all these games. And this season in FA Cup, Arsenal 10 men Manchester United lost on penalties against 10 men Manchester United. If you back Arteta, there you are quite clearly too far gone, or you are doing it for reasons relating to clout. This is a failing manager. I have won only 1 trophy in 18 attempts. Top Gunners think I'm generational. That is generational image. I'm just put it that way. Created by Grok. Big up Grok. That's how mad it is when you look at Arsenal in that retrospect. Martinelli at striker would actually be very interesting to see how that works. I'm not gonna lie. That guy who compiled that note entry on Arteta trophies, bald is icon. Yeah, that is incredible. I'm not gonna lie, because we all can spell these things off top of our heads because we all know that. But that's when you put it on the paper and you think about all the trophies, cups we have been in, competitions, and what we have lost compared to what we have gained. It's embarrassment. Party center back now. We don't have a right back. What do you mean? Who's gonna play right back next game? Timber came off with a hamstring injury, apparently. He was holding his hamstring and he asked for Arteta to sub him off. So Partey is gonna be at right back. Heck, even Merino might play defense now. Martinelli, another joker. We should play Gabriel Magalhaes up top. Bro, we got cooked by City 4-1. Bro, the same team got cooked by Everton. Exactly. This is damning indictment, and the list continues to grow. Exactly, that list could be very long if he doesn't get sacked. This should be framed outside this should be outside the Emirates, just in case. Yeah. Gabriel at striker, make him 2-3-1. I can't believe he did turn it and start as well. Nichols, Heaven, Alderman. We have chances. We'll see what happens. Anyways, what else is here? Apparently, Araujo has made it clear he wants to leave Barcelona. It is what it is. Havertz missed from 2 yards out. Just to piss everyone off, I tweeted this at halftime, just to piss everyone off. 45 plus 5 minutes first half, and about 8 to 12 minutes waiting for Arsenal to take corners, free kicks. Pathetic. I don't recognize my club anymore. Shambolic first half, wishing Jesus a speeding recovery. Arsenal versus Man United should should cream of the crop, should be, I forgot to be, should be cream of the crop, yet it's worse than Sunday League. Those were my thoughts at halftime. And here is the only transfer news for today. Arsenal, according to Football Insider, are considering a move for Kingsley Coman in January. Dude, we need a lot more than that than Kingsley Coman for January. I kid you not. But yeah, it's a mad one. I'm pissed. I'm giving man of the match to Tierney for his cross that all the players stood and still like statues. Basically, yeah. That cross was fantastic. Perfect cross if you have a proper poacher striker up top. I feel sorry for Gabriel, for Saliba. They're actually good players that actually do the things properly. Yes, Gabriel massively screwed up. I'm not gonna lie. Gabriel was the reason why we conceded the goal as well, because he lost the ball and footing. And then the defense didn't basically cover each player that Man United pushed forward, especially Bruno Fernandes, because he was left alone. But he made his mistake. He rectified his mistake by scoring a goal, so it's 1-1. But ultimately, yeah, it is hell on earth, and it continues to go. It continues to go forwards. It's not changing, and that's the worst part. These players should be with the under. The thing is, the under 16s probably are playing better. We will give man the match to Gabriel. You're giving to Gabriel Magalhaes. I don't even know who to give man of the match from today. There isn't anyone arguably deserving to have man of the match. Because the only spotlights were, well, technically Martinelli, because, well, he tried. That's one of them. That's about it. Skelly, maybe. Sterling. Jesus, you cannot kind of have it. Havertz gets a minus 10,000 rating. Odegaard, minus 1,000. Raya in goal was shocking today. The penalty saves, he jumped before the shots were taken. He was already on the floor. That was embarrassing alone. Timber, maybe. There isn't a standout performer from today's game. Everyone was utterly shit, and the worst of them all was Arteta. Let's be real. With the substitutions, with the tactics, with the team he put out. Why Partey didn't start? Why Rice didn't start? Why Dozman didn't start? Why Tierney didn't start? I'm still in disbelief, kind of. I'm not gonna lie. Man of the match, Andrew Medley trying to. Yeah, I could give to Andrew Medley genuinely for the ref, because even though he gave the red card to United, right, the double yellow, ultimately Ugarte didn't get a yellow or a red. That penalty was a 50-50, obviously depending on the ref, but he gave it. Most of the calls went our way. It wasn't some of the calls that United should have gone, they didn't get. So the referee, in a way, actually tried to help us. That's how it felt like from watching it from the outside. So if any Arsenal fan is complaining about the ref, or ever complains about the ref, that just don't, because apparently the refs are out to get Arsenal. Well, based on today's game, the refs were out to get United, let's be real. Not Arsenal. Personally, I would say Kulusevski from Spurs right now. Yep, I would say Kulusevski, I'm not gonna lie. Kulusevski is better than Odegaard on a wing together with Saka, yeah. Big up TB in the chat, Arteta out. Big up my guy. Big up my guy. But it's actually insane. Okay. I'm not taking Madueke. I'm not sinking that low. But I'm taking Pedro Neto. Genuinely taking Pedro Neto. We signed the wrong Neto in the summer, in Norberto Neto, but I'm taking that Neto. I know KSC is weak and doesn't want to win with the club, hence why Arteta isn't. Most likely. Especially since they don't know who to replace him with. Because they cannot replace him without they need a yes man to replace him with. And I would say if you're a self-respecting manager to some extent, you are not a yes man. Arteta out, Allegri in, Inzaghi in, someone who is a winner in, preferably. Inzaghi, Allegri, who else is there? Could get Ancelotti if he could get sacked. Arteta sacked in the morning. Imagine the scenes if I wake up, I'm at work, I just scroll through Twitter and I see Arteta is sacked. Oh my god, that genuinely would be the best thing this week could happen to me, or potentially. Madueke, yeah, I don't want Madueke, exactly. Neto hasn't played him once, just send him back. We need Neto. Ultimately, we need Neto. He's there for the vibes, let's be real. But why did we even sign Neto if you think about this? Because In the Carabao Cups, we couldn't use him. We had to use Raya or Setford or the Parker, or however you pronounce his name. In FA Cup, we have one game of Raya played. In the league, Raya is playing. In the Champions League, Raya is playing. So Neto pretty much is not playing at all. And there's no difference if you put Neto in goal or Setford in goal, for example. Only thing is, Setford actually plays for under 21s consistently. So the only reason why Neto is here is for Setford to get games in under 21s, most likely. Next manager should have a CV that says, I win now. I wouldn't, because the Cronkies would think that means the dog. Heck, even Solanke, I would say. Solanke at striker wouldn't be the worst. Odegaard, since Odegaard has come back from injury, since he's come back from that ankle injury, he's been awful, I'm not gonna lie. The dopamine hit that I would get if the club statement Mikel Arteta leaves Arsenal by mutual consent. Dude, I would be at work, probably doing something, genuinely something, right? And I would generally jump out my seat and scream out loud. Put him in reserve and said it before, and if he's reserve, will cook. Maybe. Why is Flick winning a trophy in his first season? Exactly. Flick is winning. Instantly. He's playing very attacking football, playing to player strengths, and it's working. Like, come on. Exactly, and not with his players. Same goes for Conceição. He just signed for AC Milan. None of his players, no money spent. 2 games at AC Milan in Supercoppa d'Italia. And he beats Juventus in semi-finals. And he beats Inter Milan in the finals from being 2-0 down. And he wins cup in 2 games. None of his players. Oh, but I thought he needs time. Oh, he needs his own players, I thought. Well, the scenes when Arteta is sacked. I want to see how top Gunners will react. Will there be tears? Will they have, I don't know, they will build up monuments outside the Emirates and put flowers down and everything? Who knows? But anyways, guys, it's been real. I've kind of vented. Not too angrily, but I have vented. And I feel much more calmer now. I'm not gonna lie. Much more calmer, which is fantastic. And I think on that note, I'm gonna end it today. If you haven't liked, subscribe, share it around and everything. Leave your comments leave your thoughts down in comments below as well. I answered every single comment. Xerxes Fancam was the chill but positive clones will have. Exactly. I assume he had very, very also intriguing Proton commercial for VPN, right? Heads on to the next. Exactly. Heads on to the next one. Our journey comes to an end. We focus now on Wednesday on Spurs. That's what Arsenal tweeted after the game, after we lost. They should find some shame, I'm not gonna lie. Big up Pepper. Big up Marlon. Dude, don't even. I would take 15 million a year for winning nothing. I wouldn't be against that, I'm not gonna lie. Big up Kwame. Yes, we go again on Wednesday, basically. But yeah, big up everyone. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Have a nice evening. Have a nice start of the week tomorrow. Don't let Arsenal's result influence your mood and everything too much. Have a great time and see you all tomorrow. Peace.